Okay, this is Steve Sandler. This is Steve Parry. The reason I called him Steve Sandler is that he is the primo Sandler coach in the United States, perhaps the world. And Sandler is the best sales system in the universe, and I know that for a fact, having been a graduate of it and sometimes tangentially connected in other ways.
So this video is pretty much about you.
Steve, would you like to say anything?
I just, so our upfront contract is, this isn't going to get posted anywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, for what purpose?
Okay, I would like to just put this a little bit on Facebook, okay, and Twitter.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Two of my favorite things.
Okay, none of your friends hang out there, I don't think, so it doesn't matter.
Well, more and more.
Really?
I'm beginning to believe that social media is for real.
Oh my God!
As a matter of fact, in the assessments that we do, we now ask people in their hunting skills whether they use Sales 2.0.
Oh.
Sales 2.0 is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, blogging.
Does Sandler have programs now for that?
Well, as a franchisee, I cannot do any of those things, but Sandler does those on my behalf.
I see, I see. And what else would you like to say? Tell us a little bit about why you feel that Sandler is just unbeatable.
Well, I'm not sure it's unbeatable for everybody.
Okay.
I think that you need to understand if you have to drive revenue in your world, and you're driving all the revenue you want to drive, then you don't need us.
Okay.
If there's some frustration you have around selling, if you're uncomfortable selling, if you're not selling enough, if it's taking you too long, then it might be that we should have a conversation about whether Sandler's a good fit for you or not.
Now, do you have any, sometimes people are a little resistant to, even though they know how to sell, they still are resistant to doing it. Do you have any procedures for dealing with laziness or resistance?
We use electroshock. Seems to be fairly effective.
I see, and okay, and that's legal?
Oh, this is getting posted.
Yes.
We don't use electroshock.
Okay, okay.
I was just joking.
Okay, what would you say is the...
We use drugs.
You use drugs, okay. That's, I know you did that to me. I was out of it most of the time when I was taking sales training.
That's right.
One of the things I'd like to ask you is, what is the thing that distinguishes Sandler from every other sales program in the whole universe?
That's a good question. So, I started out as a second grade school teacher. I've been doing training and development for 30 years, and I will tell you that training doesn't work. And I did a lot of my career, I did 1- and 2-day seminars, and what happens is people go, they have a great time, and their watchword is, if I can get one thing out of this seminar, I'll be good. And that's all they do, is they get one little tactic out of it. What we do is we change people's sales life. And to do that, it takes long-term, incremental reinforcement development. So when I have a client, I'm going to be working with them in classes, one-on-one, with emails, phone calls, for a year, maybe 2 years or longer.
Thus the name of the book that Sandler wrote, which is...
You can't teach a kid to ride a bike at a seminar.
That's definitely the truth, I think.
Yes, it is.
Now, I have sitting next to me someone who is a real Sandler aficionado. Do you mind if I just ask him a couple of questions? No, why don't you ask him a couple of questions?
I'm wondering, one of the questions I would have for you as a social media expert.
Oh, of me?
Yes. How long should these videos be?
Okay,
people lose interest.
Okay, well, we're
getting to that threshold.
Okay, we're going to cut off at 5 minutes because... Okay, so it's
in 5 minutes.
No.
Or at 5 minutes.
At 5 minutes.
That's way too long.
No, it's not. With Steve, it's... I mean, I could watch 15 minutes of Steve. I used to watch hours of him. That was too much, but... All right, well, thank you, Steve. If you'd like to say goodbye, say goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you.
You're welcome.